Welcome to Hats, Chats and Giggles podcast. Join us to listen to the stories, voices and secrets that make our community so special. Together we will dive into the stories of the people who call Hattersley their home. From the wisdom of our older generation to the young voices of our future, we will cover a variety of topics, giving everyone the chance to voice their opinions on the things that matter most to them. So if it's dog dirt in the back alley, dodgy Christmas trees, or even inappropriate graffiti, we want to hear it, warts and all. So whether you're a lifelong Hattersley resident or new to the area, we invite you to join us on this journey through the heart of our beloved community. We'll explore the vibrant tapestry of Mottram, Longdale and Hattersley, from its history to its ever-changing present and the bright future that lies ahead. But hey, if you're not from Hattersley, that's okay too. We'll hope you'll find inspiration in our stories and maybe discover a sense of community that extends beyond our own town's borders. And maybe, who knows, you might even move around here as well. Follow us on our socials to stay up to date with the latest episodes and behind the scenes content. So if you have a story to tell, if you've got views on any of our content or even a joke you want to share, then drop us a voice note on 07365 223 720. That's 07365 223 720. Turn on, tune in, and rip the knob off to Hats, Chats and Giggles podcast. Hello and welcome to another episode of Hats, Chats and Giggles podcast. Coming up in today's show, we've set up our little studio here in Arundale Primary School, and we're going to be speaking to Hayden from Healthy Hyde. He's going to be telling us about what they've been doing over the half term. And also, we've got the youngest person ever to have been on this podcast ever in the whole wide world. We've got Elliot. Hi guys.
Hello.
Hi, Hayden.
Yeah, great to be here.
Thank you for inviting me in today. And say hello, Elliot.
Hi.
How old are you, Elliot?
9.
Right. What school do you go to?
Arundale Primary School.
Phew, that's lucky. I was going to say, if you're from Pinfold and you're in Arundale at half term, that doesn't sound
Rivals.
Right. Rivals. So, thanks for coming in, guys. Great to have you on the podcast. To start off, Hayden, tell us a bit about Healthy Hyde, because I don't know anything yet.
So, Healthy Hyde is a primary care network. We work for 8 GP surgeries in the Hyde, Duckerfield and Hattersley area. We have different teams within the primary care. So I'm part of the wellbeing team and the social prescribing team. We have nurses, paramedics, physios, clinical directors, doctors, all sorts. We're actually based in the centre of Hyde, so people can come in, say hello. We've got a big presence in Hyde now. We used to be based at Hattersley Hub. But as we've expanded, we've moved down to Hyde. My role is the social prescribing lead for children and adults. So in term time, I'm in schools delivering mental health and wellbeing workshops, working on mindful emotion coaching. So getting the children to talk about their emotions, learning how to handle their emotions, teaching them the science behind their behaviours, why the brain works the way it does, why we deal with emotions in certain ways, and getting them physical, getting them movement, physical activity, showing them the benefits. When I'm not in there in term time in the holidays, I'm at Arundale, where we host a holiday camp for all. We have a good turnout each time. A big shout out to Miss Stocker from Arundale. She identifies the children. I have a very good relationship with Miss Stocker, and she does a lot for the children, so it works well having her as my go-to at Arundale.
Big shout going out there to Miss Stocker. Right, so the drop-in centre in Hyde, can anyone just turn up there?
So it's not a drop-in. You have to have an appointment with your GP if you want to come and have an appointment with a clinical, with someone clinical or with a wellbeing team. We have a range of groups that go on as well for adults. So chit-chat group, walking groups, men's social group. All that information can be received at the Hyde Centre. So you can call in and get all that information.
And what we'll do for the benefit of the listeners, in the podcast description, if you look, we'll put all these details down. So, tell us about why you're here today in the afternoon.
So, we started this up a couple of years ago. When I first got the job, we had a chat about if it was going to be full-time, part-time, term time only, etc. And we said, for it to be full-time, what can we offer in the holidays? So I said, well, in my old job when I was based as a PE coach, I used to run holiday camps. The kids benefited from being active, being out, socialising with the friends. It's a safe space to go to speak. So we said, right, well, Healthy Hyde can offer that. So contacted Arundale, get the head teacher, Mr. Hartley, was very on board with it. So we've been working here for about coming up to 2 years. So we did start off with it as a May, Easter and summer camp. And now we're in the middle of doing our first October camp. We look to get external companies coming in to offer the kids different experiences that they probably wouldn't have experienced before. So tomorrow we've got iZorb coming in, so the children can experience zorbing activities. We've done stuff at Sale, doing water sports, canoeing. We've done archery. We've done all sorts. So it's just about giving them these different experiences, really.
Right, sounds fantastic. And is it free then?
It is a free one, yeah. Funded by the NHS. We've also applied for funding so we can run these holiday camps. So luckily the children of Arundale, they're in a lucky position, really.
Right. It sounds absolutely fantastic, the work that you're doing. Let's talk to Elliot. Go on, Elliot. Tell us what have you been doing this week then?
We've been doing dodgeball and bench ball, and sometimes we do lightning.
You do lightning?
Do you want to expand on what lightning is?
Lightning's basically where someone passes the ball to you, and if you shoot on the person that's in net, the person that was in net's out, and you have to go to the back of the line. But if you miss, then you go in net.
Right. So, what do you get out of coming to these camps? What do you enjoy about it?
Doing all the activities.
How many other young people come on here? Is it a lot? Is it?
Yeah.
Do you know how many? What number?
I would say about 10, 20.
20. Right.
About 20, yeah.
So do you look forward to it then?
Yeah.
And you're here every day?
Yeah.
Can I ask a question, Elliot? What would you be doing if you weren't at camp?
Probably just being sat at home doing nothing.
What, just like twiddling your thumbs?
Yeah.
Or going online or something?
Yeah.
Did you come here in the summer?
No.
No.
This is Elliot's first time at camp, so this is his first experience of Healthy Hyde camp.
So what would you say if people are listening to this, if there's other young people who are the same age as you, and you just want to say anything about this club, what would you say?
It's really good and it keeps you active.
Right. Going back to you, Hayden, when you said you get other funding as well, is that to top up these camps?
Yeah, it's just so that we can keep going with the holiday camps. So the PCM manager managed to get funding so we can run these camps. All the stuff that we do in schools during term time is fully funded and things like that. But yeah, when it comes to the holidays outside of school, they've got funding from other areas and we've been successful with that, which allows us, again, to get these external companies to come in and give these children the experiences of a lifetime.
Right. How do you feel when you've left here? Are you tired or...?
I feel tired, but sad because I don't want to wait another night to go.
Right, you don't want to go home, you just want to stay here because
Yeah.
you're having a good time.
Yeah.
That's a good sign. Why do you think there's a need for stuff like this, do you think?
I think there's a lot of holiday active funding camps where children on free school meals can attend, but there's also children that are in families where families have to go to work, parents have to go to work, and financially it's still a struggle. Whether you're working or not, it's no matter what, it's still hard to make sure that your children are having a good time, you can keep them active. So the fact that we can open it up to families that do work and there's no strict criteria apart from attending Arundale, it just means that there's children that can come that wouldn't normally get to experience stuff like that.
Does this run in other schools then? Is it just Arundale that this happens?
In terms of the Healthy Hyde camp, it is just Arundale where we run it.
Right.
One of the biggest reasons, again, is because in term time we run our interventions here at Arundale. They're very much on board with what we want to achieve. We have the same goal, children's wellbeing at heart, children's mental health at heart, and we want to give them something back as well for getting on board with our interventions.
Do you think there's been an increase in mental health issues with young people, or has it just become more awareness around?
I think it's both. I think there has been more awareness now, but I do think since COVID, it's hit a lot of families and a lot of children hard. The whole change, it's threw children off. Adults struggle with change, so if adults are struggling with change, then think about the effects it's going to have on children. In school, out school, in school, working online, working expectations are changing, goalposts are changing. So these children have just been stuck in it, in the middle of it. And I do think now more than ever, there's a massive need in making sure they've got the tools and the coping mechanisms to move forward and make sure that they're in a good place going on.
Check out the podcast description and find out a bit more about it. So we're going to go over to Elliot. What's your favourite film?
Probably Jungle Beat.
Jungle Beat, right? I've never watched it. And what are your hobbies? What do you like doing?
Playing football, playing basketball,
Right.
playing with my friends, and playing different activities.
What kind of activities do you like doing?
Something new what I hadn't tried.
Right. Do you live locally?
Yeah.
Do you live in... Don't tell us your address or anything, because we don't want to give any weirdos any of our details, do we? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, do you live in Attersley?
Yeah.
Big up for anyone who's from Attersley. Big up at all. What's your favourite place in Attersley?
Probably school.
Is it?
Yeah.
Arundale?
Yeah.
And what do you like about this school the most?
Because it teaches you new things.
Right, and what's your favourite subject?
Art.
Really? That's my favourite subject as well. What kind of art do you like doing?
Like drawing or painting.
Drawing and painting? Well, I've got something to tell you. When you're 10, which isn't far away, is it?
1 more year.
1 more year. Next year, you can come to our creative club that we have at St Barnabas in the cadet building. We do filmmaking and animation and stuff like that. You're more than welcome to come, especially if you've got a little artistic side. Tell us a bit about your costume that you've got on.
It's inspired by the new film,
What film is it?
Wonka.
Have you been to see it yet?
Yeah.
What I was going to ask you? Do you know any jokes, Elliot?
Yeah.
Go on, tell us a joke.
Why did the chicken cross the road?
I don't know, why did it cross the road?
To get to the other side.
I've got one for you. What's blue and white and can't climb trees?
What?
A fridge with a denim jacket on. Have you got any jokes? Hayden?
I have a few, but when I get put on the spot, what's black and white and red all over?
What?
Newspaper.
Don't give up the day job, Hayden, please.
I won't.
So what other stuff do Healthy Hyde do?
So, well, where do we start?
I mean, you've told us
Yeah,
some of
so
that
I've told
stuff.
you about the children's and young people service. The adult wellbeing team, we have health and wellbeing coaches that offer coaching sessions to adults that need some life skills, some motivational skills, some signposting to other services out there, and just having someone to support them through to make that next step in their life. We also have a complex case team, complex case nurses. They do ward rounds in local care homes, making sure that the residents are all fit and well, managing their caseload. We have pharmacists, we have doctors, GPs, we have it all really. So a good mix between clinical and clerical.
So how, the organisation then, what is the setup of that? Is it from the NHS?
Yeah, so it's a primary care network, so it's funded by all the 8 GPs that have funded it.
Right.
So they all put into it, and we have to make sure that we have regular meetings with the practice managers to make sure that we're offering things that they can't offer maybe, or take some of the workload off the GPs.
Right.
So paramedics put clinics on.
Right.
So if they can't get a GP with an appointment with the GP, they'll book in with the paramedic, and that's the acute service that they offer.
So, you know, you mentioned social prescribing before, so I think the idea behind it is you're relieving the strain on the health service.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So the social prescribing, we have 3 social prescribing link workers that you can self-refer into, or GPs can refer into, and they will help you signpost into local services, whether it's bereavement, financial issues, mental health issues. They will help signpost you. They will also check in on you regularly to make sure that you're going the right direction to get this support. And yeah, they can work with you for up to 8 weeks. The main aim is to get them out into the community. Yeah. So encouraging patients to take responsibility for their own lifestyle, make these changes, but the social prescribers will help you access community activities, get you out there socialising, reducing the isolation that you may struggle with at the moment.
Right, well, in podcast 7 with Hattersley Health Champions, they've been talking about some of the benefits on some of the stuff that they run, and I was quite touched by it, really, some of the stories. But we're going to invite some young people in.
Yeah, we're going to get some more young people in there. Yeah,
is that all right? But what do you want to be when you grow up?
Probably an artist.
Right. What, like painting, drawing? You want to be Banksy or something like that?
Drawing and painting.
Drawing and painting. Right. So what you'll have to do is when you leave school, you might have to go to college. But the main one is just keep drawing. Just keep drawing and painting. That's how anyone gets better at art, is if you just keep at it. Brilliant. So listen, thanks for coming in. Elliot, are you going to stick around, or are we going to get some other young people in?
Yeah, we'll get a few more young people in. Is that okay, Elliot?
Yeah.
That's great. Let's go for a break. Beryl, put the kettle on.
Your guide to what's on in Hattersley. Mondays at Hattersley Hub, everyone's game, baby-friendly indoor fitness class at 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m.
ESOL English lessons, 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m.
Bowls, 12 p.m. to 4 p.m.
Time for a rhyme, 2:15 to 2:45 in the library.
At St Barnabas Meeting Point, we have a Mind Community Hive for 8 to 18 years old at 4 p.m. till 8 p.m. in the Air Cadet building.
At Hattersley Garden Projects,
we have homeschooling sessions. At other community spaces, we have an Everyone's Game, the men's casual, 5A sidewalk in football at 6 p.m. till 7 p.m. at Kenward, St James Primary School, our rainbows, brownies and guides at 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Stay in play toddler group, 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock at Horeb Church. Term time only. Tuesdays!
At Hattersley Hub, we have Art Club at 10 a.m. to 1 p.m.
First Tuesday of every month we have Makers Market at 9:30 till 12:30. First call support appointments, IT Suite, 10 a.m. till 12.
Health Champions Craft Work Group at 1:30 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. And CGL appointments at 1 p.m. to 4 p.m.
At St Barnabas Meeting Point, we have a craft club at 7 p.m. till 9 p.m. Last Tuesday of every month, we have the heat litter picking across the estate at 10:30 to 12:30.
At Kenward, we have football sessions for 11 to 16 year olds at 5 p.m. to 6 p.m.
Wednesdays! At the Hattersley Hub, we have Knit and Natter at 9 a.m. to 12:30.
We have Tiny Talk at 9:30 to 11:30.
Curling at 1 p.m. to 12 p.m.
Tai Chi at 2 to 3 p.m.
Ivy Club at 1 p.m. to 4 p.m.
Over 50 IT, 1 p.m. to 3 p.m.
At St Barnabas Meeting Point, where the St Barnabas Alpha course starts the 11th of September till 7 p.m. Everybody's Game, walking football 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. at Kenward. Thursdays!
ESOL English lessons 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m.
Tiny Talks at 9:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m.
Tea dance at 12:30 p.m. to 2 p.m.
First week of every month, Parkinson's and Dementia Cafe at 1:30 p.m. till 3:30 p.m.
The last Thursday of every month, we've got the Carers Coffee and Chat dropped in at 1 p.m. to 3 p.m.
First Thursday of every month, Reading Friends at 1:30 to 2:30.
At St Barnabas Meeting Point, we have Barney's Tots, Parents and Toddler Group, 9:30 to 11:30.
The Art Cook and Taste 11:30 to 1:30.
Hattersley Garden Project.
Community volunteering at 10 p.m. to 2 p.m. At other community spaces, we have the St James's Primary School, ARC, 3:30 to 4:30. Beginners Brass, 4:30 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. Hattersley Brass Band. Friday!
At Hattersley Hub, we have Parents and Toddlers 9:30 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Bowls at 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. First Friday of every month, Citizens Advice, 9 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Limited spaces. St Barnabas Meeting Point.
Food banks at 9 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Community Citizens Advice Bureau Advisor at 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Bread and butter service at 1 p.m. to 2 p.m.
Hearts Creative Club, ages 8 plus, at 4:30 p.m. till 6:30 p.m.
Hattersley Garden Project.
Community volunteering sessions at 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Then at the weekend,
At St Barnabas Meeting Point,
kickboxing Sunday at 5 p.m. to 6 p.m.
Hattersley Garden Project.
Garden Centre open 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. on a Saturday.
Community Garden Elderberries, Saturday 10 a.m.
Vitality Garden Growing and Gardening at 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Saturdays. And that's all from your What's On guide.
And we're back. We've got 3 young people have joined us. 3 young people have joined us who've been joining in on the activities. And we're going to talk to them right now. Thanks for coming on, boys. Could you all introduce yourselves? So who's this over here?
Hi, my name's Lincoln.
All right, Lincoln. You all right?
Yeah.
How old are you, Lincoln?
I'm 10.
You're 10. Right. And who's this? Who else?
Hi, my name's Jack. I'm 11 and I'm in year 7.
And who's this?
Hi, my name's Jensen and I'm 11 and I'm in year 7.
Hold on. You're year 7s and you're in Arundale.
Yeah.
What are you doing in here?
Hayden invited us.
Right. So, what school do you go to now?
Longy.
You go to Longay. What about Lincoln? Oh, you're here.
Yeah, I'm still in. I'm still here, but my sister's in Longdale, so
Where are you going to go?
I'm going Longdale.
You're going to go Longay as well?
Yeah, because I have to go when my sister goes.
You have to go... What, all the time?
No, I mean, I have to go to the same school as my sister goes.
Do you like your sister?
Yeah.
She's all
When
right.
she's not grumpy and she's not in a room like a vampire.
Oh, yeah, I know that feeling. So why are you here then? Because you've come back here to these activities and stuff like that, yeah?
Hayden actually works in Longdale. So me and Jensen asked him and then he messaged our mum's parents, dads, and said we could come.
Oh, right, so he didn't force you there today then, did he not?
No.
So why did you want to come back?
Because there's nothing else to do at home.
And what about you?
I like it here, it's actually fun.
Right. How many times have you been on these activities?
It started when I was in year 5 on the Spring Break, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, and what kind of stuff did you do?
Dodgeball, bench ball, fun games, football games, any games really.
Right, and what kind of stuff do you get out of it?
Fitness.
What about you, Lincoln? How many of these have you been on?
I've only been to 2.
And why do you like coming?
Well, mostly because I have to.
Right.
Because my mum works and because it's really fun, honestly. Because because it's fun and I get to play around with all my friends.
All right. So do all your mates come here as well?
Not all of them, but yeah, most of them.
Right.
Not most of them, some of them. There's like 5 year 6s here, so I'm pretty lonely. There's only like 5 year 6s.
Right. You're kind of on your Billy no mate. So, if you wasn't here, yeah, what would you be doing? What would you do if you didn't
Sleep.
come here? What, you'd just be like... all day?
I'd be eating my chocolate waffles by now.
Oh, right. So how about you, Jack? Where would you be if you weren't here?
Probably at home playing on my Xbox.
I'm playing your Xbox. What game do you like playing?
Fortnite.
Fortnite. What about Jensen?
I'd probably be at home on my PlayStation.
Right. What game are you playing?
Fortnite.
Fortnite. Everyone's on Fortnite. Lincoln, have you got a PlayStation? Do you play anything?
I've got an Xbox.
Right. And what game do you play?
I don't really play games on my Xbox, but if I do, I play Fortnite or Roblox. Mostly Roblox because.
Right. So you all from Attersley then?
Yeah.
Yep. All right then. Right. I'm going to ask you some questions then, each of you. So what football team do you support?
City.
Man United.
Man United.
United. I'm a United fan as well. So what do you think?
It's kind of obvious.
What do you think about the?
Roger Ballon d'Or.
Yeah. No. What do you think about the latest movements with the manager and stuff like that?
Oh, I'm well happy.
You are
I'm
happy?
kind of happy for them.
Are you?
It won't affect us though.
No, it won't.
Pep's still better.
What do you want to do when you leave school?
Be a footballer
You want to be a footballer?
for this club here.
City player?
Yeah.
So what are you going to do to get to do that?
Play a lot of sports.
Do you do a lot of sports now?
Yeah.
What do you do?
Football.
Do you play for any teams or
Yeah.
anything?
I play in Manchester Super League.
How about you, Jack?
Same here, I want to be a footballer. I play for a team below his in the Division 6, whatever league it is anyway.
Right. And what's the team called?
Hattersley Titans.
Has the Titans. And who do you play for?
Hattersley Vipers.
Right. And what about Lincoln over there, Nick over there in the corner? What do you want to do when you leave school and when you grow up?
Well, when Jensen's going football, I'm rubbing him. Get all his money. He's not going to be rich. I'm going to be rich.
Right.
I'm going to be swimming in my pool full of money.
Swimming in a pool full of money.
Yeah.
You could be like the guy who looks after his money. So getting back to this work with Hayden, and what have you been doing this week?
Dodgeball, lightning, bench ball, this balloon game.
Can't forget the Indiana Jones game. Where we just run around. Well, we have to bounce the ball around and try to hit people, and we just kept on picking it up and throwing it at them, and then everybody kept on falling to the floor, and because it was like a ginormous yoga ball, and it just bounced off their head and they fall to the floor. It's like a cartoon character when he slips in a banana peel.
All right.
Was this yesterday?
Yeah, that was yesterday.
I went in yesterday. That sounded like fun.
Yeah, it is fun.
So what time do you come in the morning?
We come in, you're supposed to come in at 10 o'clock, but some of us come early and some of us come late, Jack.
Yeah.
Jameson comes very late.
Yeah, Jameson came at break.
Came at break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I might have had stuff to do though, might I?
No.
Still.
He was chilling.
Yeah. Still, if he's busy, then why would he come here? If he's already busy at home.
Yeah, he could. If he's busy at home, then he might as well not come. He might as well just chill on a sofa. Be like, all of those losers at the summer club think they're doing something fun when I'm chilling on my Xbox.
Better to come here though and sit on your Xbox, isn't it? Don't you?
Yeah, get more fitness in.
Yeah.
So what kind of things do you get out of coming here? How does it make you feel when
It
you
makes you feel more healthy, but
Yeah.
it makes you very exhausted at the end of the day, so you get good sleep as well.
It makes my toes hurt.
It makes your toes hurt.
Yeah, whenever I go home, I wipe off my shoes, and then I try walk up the stairs. I'm going like tripping over, and then my legs are like this, they're just shaking.
Yeah, I don't get up for the rest of the day unless it's Tuesday, because that's when I have football training.
Right. So what about you, Jack? How do you feel when you've left?
Happy. I come here for the fun and I like sports as well.
Right. Do you think it makes your mood different? You know, when you get it come in the
Yeah,
morning.
it makes you feel better, and
Yeah,
it
it
makes you
just-
feel more happy at the end of the day.
It makes you when you hear it. Somehow when you hit it, my toes don't hurt, but then when I'm home, my toes hurt. So when I'm here, I'm happy, but when I'm home, I'm moody because my toes are hurting.
I might have to come here myself. Might have to start coming here. Or am I
You
too
want
old?
your toes to hurt?
Well, no, your toes are probably hurting because you've been doing exercise, aren't you? Do you think that's why it is?
No, because I'm kicking a ball around all day.
Oh, because you're kicking a ball around all day, that's why.
What about dodgeball and bench ball?
Then I'm hitting a bench with my toes. Whenever I'm trying to get on the bench, I'm hitting the side of the bench with my toes somehow.
What about dodgeball?
In dodgeball, the ball's getting sent at my toes.
What's bench ball?
Bench
So
ball.
where you stand on a bench,
Well, one person
then-
has to stand on the bench for one. All of you stand on the bench.
Go on.
so where you, like, let's say you get 2 benches, yeah? You put one on each side, and then there's like 4 teams. So then 2 will play against each other. One player from each team has to go on the opposite bench from the side they're on. So, but it's just like dodgeball, but instead of getting people out, you need to try and get on the bench. The person on the bench needs to try and catch the balls from by their teammates to get on.
All
And the person that gets all the players on first wins.
What's your favourite subject in school, Lincoln?
Lunchtime.
That's not a subject.
Here it is.
It's a time of the day.
It's the time of the day.
What do you like doing in school? What is it? Nothing you like in
Eating.
school? Eating.
Yeah, I like eating in school.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Jack? Have you got a subject you like?
I like PE and science.
PE and science, right? What? Jensen, come on, you must have a favourite subject.
Yeah. I like drama a bit.
Like drama.
I can't wait for drama. I can't wait.
Mr. Dixon's
I
well
saw
funny.
you outside. I saw you outside the drama room, and then you came into the drama room. Like, let me have a squeeze of the horn because I had the horn because in the Longdale thing.
Yeah.
And I managed to get one of those chocolate bars, and I didn't have the ticket. I was looking at them like,
Was you?
which one has got the ticket in it? I need the iPad.
Wait, what?
Yeah, if you got one of the golden tickets, you get an iPad type thing.
Did you get a golden ticket? I mean, a ticket.
What did I just say? You did? No, I said I didn't. Oh.
Can you tell me what do you like about living in Nattersley? What's one of your favourite things?
Whenever I'm outside, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in my mum's bedroom, yeah, because my mum's bedroom's big, yeah, and all these men, yeah. Yesterday, yeah, there was men outside the bus stop, yeah, and they was arguing about cartoons. They was arguing about if Bugs Bunny, the bunny, yeah, or that John Cena with the cartoon thing, the cartoon John Cena thing, not John Cena, LeBron James thing, that the film with LeBron James was better, and then I was like, and then I shouted out the window, what about Total Dramarama? Can't forget Total Dramarama.
Did they hear you?
Yeah. And then there was these teenagers walking down the street, yeah, blasting music, and it was like bubble butt, bubble bubble butt, bubble butt, bubble bubble butt.
What about you, Jack? What do you like about Nattersley?
Normally I look out the window and I just see loads of teenagers doing some dumb things, but they're somehow really funny.
Right.
And like Lincoln said about the music box, once I was walking into school in Longdale, and then like this year 9 came in with this music speaker box thing, like strapped around it.
Right.
Just
Oh, yeah.
play music.
Yeah, it was well funny.
Right. Do you think there's a problem with teenagers around here?
No.
No.
What?
Well, they
What'd
are
you
a bit
say?
naughty, but they are funny at the same time. But
I know teenagers that are naughty.
What about you, Jensen? Do you like living in Nattersley?
I live in like the posh side, so I'll get a good view of Winterflow.
Well, thanks for coming in, boys. Thank you very much. And I hope you have a good week on the camp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
you're listening to Hats, Chats, and Giggles podcast.
Turn on, tune in,
and tell your grandma thanks for the rabbits.
Thank you for listening to Hats, Chats and Giggles podcast. Don't forget to follow us on social media for updates. Just type in Hats, Chats and Giggles and you should be able to find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and YouTube. Please follow, comment, subscribe to all our media channels. Do it now, else we're going to rush your doors and we're going to tickle you to death. And don't forget, if you're the local community group or business and like to come on the show and tell us what you've been up to, don't hesitate to get in touch. Or maybe you're a local resident with a story to share, a bee in your bonnet, or beef to get off your chest. Drop us a voice note on 07365 223 720. That's 07365 223 720. Until next time, folks, hate less, love more. make peace, not war, and tell your grandma thanks for the rabbits. Turn on, tune in, and rip the knob off to Hats, Chats and Giggles podcast. Peace. Thank you for listening to Hats, Chats and Giggles podcast. Don't forget to follow us on social media for updates. Just type in Hats, Chats and Giggles and you should be able to find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and YouTube. Please follow, comment, subscribe to all our media channels. Do it now, else we're going to rush your doors and we're going to tickle you to death. And don't forget, if you're the local community group or business and like to come on the show and tell us what you've been up to, don't hesitate to get in touch. Or maybe you're a local resident with a story to share, a bee in your bonnet, or beef to get off your chest. Drop us a voice note on 07365 223 720. That's 07365 223 720. Until next time, folks, hate less, love more, make peace, not war, and tell your grandma thanks for the rabbits. Turn on, tune in, and rip the knob off to Hats, Chats and Giggles podcast. Peace.